now being filmed. Okay, can I get a motion to open the meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, public speak. Is there anybody here from the public that would like to talk at this time? All right, then let us move on to the minutes. Jason, could I please have a motion to approve the minutes from November 26th, because that was only you and I that were present for that.
Make a motion that we approve the minutes for November 26th.
A second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And Jason, again, for December 10th, that was just you and I present.
Make a motion that we approve the minutes for December 10th, 2018.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And then Ray, could you make a motion, please, for December 19th?
I make a motion, we approve the minutes for 19th.
I second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Now I'd like to open up the public hearing for the Easthampton Rod and Gun Club for a special one-day license for their ice derby for February 16th from 4 to 11 and on February 17th from 12 to 6. And do I have paperwork?
Yes, sorry. There's just the time in minutes there.
Thank you. Do we have someone from the Rod and Gun Club here?
Yep.
Hi, come on up.
Ken Blanchard Jr.
Hi, Ken.
Hi, how
Do
are
you
you?
want to just tell us a little bit about what your derby is about?
Yeah, we,
Fishing?
Yeah.
And
If
ice.
there's gonna be ice.
All right.
After tomorrow, who knows? Yeah, we have a 2-day ice derby where, we have it at our club, on the Oxbow. And we sell, beer and, soda and food.
Okay.
And, just come down and join us. It's a lot of fun.
Any questions?
Not for me.
Can I have a motion?
Make a motion that we approve the special one-day license for Easthampton Rod and Gun Club for February 17th, 2019, noon to 6.
Second.
And the 16th?
I'm sorry, the 16th from 4:30 to 11, and the 17th from noon to 6. Sorry.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Lindsay, just making sure we have this tab where we're signing them.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay.
That's my bad.
And I do need to make a correction to the license for the Rochester Club. I did not add the 17th. So I can go edit that right now on the computer. If you'd like, or we'll do it.
I'd say let them do it so they can sign it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
We can just.
I was just going to write it in.
Let's just write the date in the line. So it's the, here's the minutes, it's the 17th. From noon to 6.
Yeah. I found it.
Should I come down during the week and get
So your choices are, I can go make copies after the meeting's over, so if you want to wait tonight for it, you can, but it'll probably be 40 minutes before you can come
Two
tomorrow.
places.
All right.
Right.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
There.
Good luck.
Here.
No, right here. Yeah, let me move it over for you because it's off the paper. Come on. There you go.
Just two, right? Just two. Thanks, sir.
All right, I'd now like to open the public hearing for Fort Hill Brewery for a special one-day license for their annual charity fundraiser Barks and Brews for June 23rd from 12 to 6. Somebody here from Fort Hill?
Yep.
Hi.
So this is our fourth year doing this. We do it with Dayton Humane Society, and all the funds that are raised go to Dayton. And so we've already talked to the police station and to the school about parking and haven't been an issue. And we let the neighbors know about it as well.
And do you have bands playing?
We'll have, our normal Sundays, we have music from 3 to 6. That's what we're doing.
Okay. Any questions?
Yeah, why are you here so early?
Why what?
Why are you here so early to do this?
Because, I don't know, I had a meeting with the Dayton people last week, and I have another permit, I had a meeting with them, so we just wanted to get it going.
No, I mean, you got so many months ahead of time.
I know. Just want to get it done.
Checking it off their list. Any other questions? Can I have a motion?
Make a motion that we approve the special one-day license for Fort Hill Brewery for their Barks and Brews taking place on June 23rd, 2019 from 12 to 6.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Good. Right. Right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is there one on this? Is the application not attached there?
Nope.
No, it's the second page, just have it separated.
Nope, the applicant, and it's not on this one either.
Should I print the second page really fast? It's pretty much all there is on the second page of those 3 lines for you guys.
Yeah, sure. So we're gonna table the cruise night ones right now?
Yes.
Which one?
The last one on the agenda, they're gonna continue it to another time.
This one here. 17.
Yeah, the one that has 17 different ones on it.
Very good. 17.
How are things going with INSA?
Very quiet.
Yeah.
Nothing
No
really.
issues with parking and such around the building?
Nope.
Good.
No, none of the tenants have had any complaints or anything.
Oh, that's great.
There's very rarely a line there. They've structured it a little differently than the Netta in
Yeah.
Northampton.
Yeah.
They pre-measure their stuff. So when you go in and you order something, this is my understanding, I've never been in there, but you order it and it's already bagged and
Oh,
ready
okay,
to
so
go.
it moves people right along.
Yeah,
Is
where-
that the problem they have at Netta?
At Netta, it
Yeah.
takes like 20 minutes or more for a transaction
Oh.
because they,
Thank you so much.
they,
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
you know, they measure it and weigh it and everything right there.
I think that's the end of the date, but when it ends, but.
We will figure all that out.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, because most sports are 3-year terms, so.
Yeah. Well, I know, I believe I got this 6 years.
Okay. Oh, licensing is 6, actually,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, but the update of information is what we really need.
Yeah, it's just be
Things
like
change
my
over
wife,
time.
sign my name, you know. Do what you want with it.
Eh.
That's why I don't even think I put the date down, because I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, don't worry about that. We'll do the legwork for that.
Yeah.
Just making sure we have everyone's address.
Well, if you're
and all that.
signing everything, just send me a blank check, and I'll take care of that.
I will finish the rest of the stuff in that one.
Send them out.
Is that a deal?
I don't know that I can make that deal.
There you go, Rick.
All right, well, give me that back.
Rick,
I'm sorry.
you can sign that.
Okay.
That's fine. So I'll finish the rest of the details there. So, and even though the license is something to sign, the
The
application.
application is,
I
yeah.
didn't see it, but it wasn't there. Thank
Okay,
you.
I'd now like to open the public hearing for Fort Hill Brewery, special one-day license for their charity fundraiser, Fort Hill Half Marathon and 5K, to take place on April 14th from 12 to 6.
I make a motion.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Rick.
Thanks, Sue.
And just for the record, the Fort Hill Brewery multiple one-days for the cruise nights have been tabled to a future date and determined at this time. Okay. Payson. All right, I'd now like to open up the public hearing for the new annual all alcoholic beverages on premise liquor license and appointment of manager for La Veracruzana for 31 Union Street.
I'm Philip Galante, the proposed license manager
Okay.
in Santa Cruz Foods.
Well, tell us about what you're doing.
Okay, well, we have been in the valley for 28 years in Northampton and Amherst. And we live in the area of Southampton and love Easthampton and want to open up a facility right down on Union Street. So we're getting all the permits lined up and everything. And part of that, part of our business plan is to have alcohol. We have alcohol at both of the other locations, good standing with the ABCC in both of those locations. So we're ready to apply for that. We have a very large menu of Mexican and Latin food, all homemade, and some of our employees are East Hampton residents already, so getting a little closer to home.
And you're gonna have seating and a bar also? Is that correct from the picture?
80 seats.
Okay.
Which
including the bar and the dining area.
Whereabouts in Southampton? You in the plaza there?
No,
Oh,
they
no,
live.
I
they-
reside in Southampton.
Oh, okay. I thought you,
The location is on Union Street between Glory of India and the comic book store.
that's right.
So that was the old tax land building?
Exactly, exactly, yeah. And our Northampton location is on 31 Main Street.
Yes, I know
Everything's
where it
at
is,
Fitzwillies
yeah.
and-
I thought you said you had a
Yeah.
place in Southampton.
I do, but,
You're not serving out of there.
I used to.
I go there every night, yeah, just like the restaurant.
Where's
I
the
used to
little
live there.
checklist of
The service just as good, or in Southampton?
Depends, you know.
Depends on the evening.
Where did you live in Southampton?
Brickyard Road,
Okay, yeah.
So we're off of Old County.
Old Connie.
Old County.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're right on the edge of real breeze old, used to, he didn't have the cows down there when I bought the place 20-some years ago, he just grew alfalfa.
You live down there with Phil?
Yeah.
Champagne?
Yeah.
Oh, not Phil.
He's a great guy.
Bill and Ray. Yeah.
Him and I have
Right?
been together, well, not been together, but we've been friends for, I don't know, 40, 45 years,
Yeah,
50
no,
years.
Right.
We're really fond of him.
Okay.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Some questions. Do you have a written lease as of yet?
We do, I mean, the lease format that you see in the application is what Eddie Fedora would consider to be a written lease. And we are doing an option to purchase after 5 years of the lease. And so that option to purchase would be holding up an official with all of the other information with the lease. I pushed Eddie a little bit more. Marty was actually supposed to be here at the meeting tonight, his son, but he is not. But if you,
So this is it for the lease?
yes, Eddie is a,
I don't think the ABCC is going to accept that.
And we talked about this today.
What was it? I couldn't hear.
So at issue Ray,
They don't have a written lease, they just have this,
No, they gotta have a written lease.
yeah. I don't think the ABCC is going to.
Yeah, you have to have a written lease.
And so we discussed this. I think the belief is that there will be one by the time the ABCC assigns an agent and asks that question. And so hopefully, in other words, I think we can send with this, but you guys, my
Approval
belief,
contingent.
We have to have a lease before we sign it.
Callie?
But,
Approval contingent?
yes. Yes, it would have to be definitely contingent upon it because it's going to just get kicked back from the ABCC
Sure.
if the lease doesn't go with it.
so I don't mind pushing Eddie a little bit on that and getting a lease by the end of the week or at the beginning of next week. I know,
We're prepared.
We're not saying anything, but it's really, and you just have to say to him that the ABCC is not going to grant your license without a lease.
understandable.
My understanding is we did get the check, so we're good there.
Yep.
Okay. Insurance. Yes, I did. Yes, I know.
They won't
Alright.
even take that upon them.
And I know that, that's why
Yeah.
we're. So the ownership, the corporate ownership is noted in the materials from Martin to
Myself.
Sue. While the paperwork is present, it does not indicate there's been 100% share transfer. And the transfer doesn't mention Michelle, who is listed as an additional original corporate officer.
So super fast, as I read the documents, the original articles have Martine and Michelle Herrera as the corporate officers.
Okay.
There is a document where Martine transfers to Sumi, but on that document, it doesn't say 100% shares, and I may have missed it, so I'm not a lawyer. And it makes no mention of Michelle as a transferee. So I just thought that that was a potential flag for the ABCC, given they kicked back something recently for something that wasn't perfectly clean in this way. So
Sure. Can you give us any insight on that?
So it's 100% transferred over to myself, and if I need to have, Cheryl Parker is my lawyer.
Okay.
If I need to have her clean it up a little bit before it gets sent off, it can be. she was the one who actually prepared our application for us, as she had with the Northampton one. So with the Northampton one, my feeling is if she prepared it the same way,
Right.
there wasn't an issue with it, because it was prepared after the transfer had happened.
Okay.
So since she has done it once before, and she's just sort of doing it again for Easthampton, my feeling is that she knows what she's doing, and that, but I can.
You would hope.
Yeah.
It's quite possible that Boston will just check because they have access to those databases. But I got something kicked back recently
Sure.
because something wasn't perfect, so I wanted to flag it for you
So
all.
I can ask her to make sure that it's clear and that she did it the same way and that there shouldn't be an issue, but we just received ours in Northampton and we sent it out in March and we got it in, yeah.
In their Northampton establishment, at the time of the purchase, we had a seasonal
Oh,
beer
okay.
and wine license, and congruent with us purchasing the corporation, a full liquor license in Northampton became available. We purchased that and went through the process with the
Okay.
mayor's office and the ABCC and got full approval and license out there.
Okay, all right.
So, yeah.
Well, you know, and it's all gonna be to whoever the agent is that's assigned to it and how they read it also.
Absolutely.
But just, you know, would rather get taken care of things prior to instead of them getting kicked back and having to go back again. Was that it for everything on your list that you saw here? Any questions from,
No, why don't we just make a decision that we put it on till like we get that we don't sign it until we get all the paperwork.
well, I think we can sign it and we won't send it into the ABCC till the lease is attached to it.
Why do we have to sign it until we get this stuff?
Because if they give
you're
it,
not gonna be around, Jason, or I'm not gonna be around.
well, that's what I'm saying. Why should they wait till our next meeting if they have it at the end of the week?
We don't have to wait till the next meeting. We vote now. If they have.
That's right, we can vote now, we make it contingent upon them supplying it, and once they supply it, then Alan can send it into Boston.
I guess we can do it that way.
That's the way
You
we.
comfortable with that?
I'm fine.
Hmm?
I'm fine with that.
I'm sorry, what?
Did they give a layout? Just curious
Yeah,
about the layout.
yep, it's right. There you go. He wants to see the layout.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been in that before. I've been in the tax place before.
What was that?
It was a tax.
Oh, an accountant's place?
Yeah, a tax place.
When I first moved to Southampton, I used to get my pool supplies there.
Oh, that's what it was, a pool place, yes.
And then the tax center, I think the last.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
there
it was
was a
tax
furniture
land.
place.
The walls keep getting thicker.
So there is a bar for patrons to just come in and sit there and order something from the menu and a cocktail.
Correct.
And the hours of operation are what again?
From 10 to 10, but the license, if it could go from, our one at Northampton goes from 10 to 12.
But they wouldn't be able to get food after 10?
We are doing a scaled down menu right now. We're trying to test that out a little bit in Northampton. Like right now, we're doing appetizers, you know, so where our staff is there, so to extend the hours by half an hour to an hour, sort of testing the waters with that. But right now, the hours are from 10 to 10 to serve.
But it would just be treated as a bar from 10 to 12?
Yes, we would not do, well, I don't think we're even going to open up that can of, it's just going to be dining from 10 to 10. That's how we have it. We can list those hours as is if we need to.
And you can close at 10. You won't serve then just alcohol from 10 to
No.
12.
Correct.
Okay. Because that's not what you said.
Yeah, I'm
You-
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
And I think downtown Northampton is a little bit different than downtown
It is,
Easthampton.
it is. It's
during-
pretty quiet, I think, after a certain point. And we're not a bar.
No.
No.
We're not a bar.
Right.
Or do I want to be a bar?
Well, that was the question, really. The sort of the point of the question was, you know, do you plan on, you know, staying open a little later, and you have a bar, and maybe you have some kitchen staff, and you can offer some snacks and small things to eat while keeping the bar open until the permitted time.
So a case in point with Northampton, just a week ago, the Academy of Music had an opera, and, continuing after the restaurant was closed, and we were able to accommodate them until Monday.
Thank you. I don't have anything.
Do you have any other questions, Ray?
No. Oh, sorry.
No.
I don't.
Jason, can you make a?
I'll make a motion that we approve the annual all alcoholic beverage on-premise liquor license to Vera Cruzana Foods doing business as La Vera Cruzana for 31 Union Street, Easthampton. Approval to be contingent upon a written lease.
Yes.
Written and signed lease by all parties.
Yes.
That's a motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
We're really excited.
So are we.
It was, we're
Great.
really appreciative of the support. The first person I spoke to, I had a conversation with Alan on the phone, and he related to
Not very regular.
beef tamales. I think you
Yes.
said it was Amherst.
I'm in for the pupusas. If there's local pupusas, I'm there. Yes.
I think it goes a long way too to sort of opening up Union Street, and that growth of that district. I mean, it's great to see it, an established business like yours coming into town, kind of being part of that, revitalizing that part of downtown.
Yeah, we're really
Great.
very excited.
Where is your parking gonna be? Do you have parking behind the building?
For staff, about only, we have a couple for staff for as it stands that are part of the lease, and then we're talking to the Big E, to maybe get some other staff. But then for the customers, it's on the street. And to be honest, that's what we're used to. In
Yeah, right.
Northampton and in Amherst both.
Only Northampton has a parking garage.
We're not close
Jason.
enough for us.
No.
But, yes, but so the restaurants have still been able to survive. And
Oh, yeah.
with
Definitely.
street parking. When is the whole sidewalk street thing supposed to happen? In Union?
It's, you mean the discussion about parking?
No.
The tip?
The widening or
Uh,
the sidewalks or
I think
the.
either, the planning, I think, begins at the end of 2020 and the execution in 2021. Does that sound right to you?
You got some ways to go.
Okay, well, as long as we can get open and established before you guys start blocking our.
Yeah, Cottage Street happens before the end of this fiscal, which is by June 30th. So
You're gonna be knocking one of those schools down and put a parking garage too, so.
We've heard
Oh,
that,
that's
yeah.
great.
that's certainly an idea on the table.
That's how rumors.
I know.
Well, we heard the school,
Great idea.
the one school that's closed.
I would love for them to take the city, because in Northampton, the city hall is moving,
Oh, really?
right?
Really?
Yeah, the one that's right next to, right.
Right on Crafts Avenue.
You're talking about
Probate.
you're talking about, it's not City Hall, it's the Registry of
Probate.
Deeds.
Is it right?
Oh, okay.
So the state owns that building. That was a county function building, and the state owns it, and the state has decided it wants to get out of the business of owning property, or Governor Baker has.
Right.
And so they are selling that building, which then puts the Register of Deeds and the
Probate court?
out of house and home,
was
and
such a
both
nice
are
building,
finding
too.
new
Well
spots.
kept.
Right, and I would love that to turn into a parking lot.
There is absolutely a group talking about doing that.
I can't really imagine.
That I know
How
also.
much you want to do with that building besides knock it down.
There are folks that are in talk.
Well, there'd be some good revenue, I'm sure, the Armory Street location.
That's
Um,
right out in our backyard in Northampton.
We were trying to convince the Register to move into one of the mill buildings in East Hampton, and there's some law about how far they can be from the courthouse.
Yeah.
But as the crow flies, perhaps it's legal. But I don't know.
Well, good luck to you guys.
Succeeded.
We're looking forward to it as much as you are.
Thank you.
I don't know if you got Mason.
Yes.
I'll touch base with Cheryl and see if she can clean that up a little bit, or
Okay.
if she needs
Phil's
to.
doing birdhouse.
So yeah, we'll be in touch. Thanks.
Thanks, folks.
Nice to meet you
Thank you.
both.
Nice to meet
All right,
you.
any new or old business to discuss, Alan?
Yes. So what I'm calling old business is this one? Get my- Give me 1 second to keep my system in place. All over the paper. At the time of the auto renewals, Sunrise Motors was missing in action, and we tried, Lindsay made a yeoman's effort to reach them, and we did not. We now have reached them, and we have gotten all of the materials necessary, so your clerks collectively can certify we have gotten everything we need. And so I'm hoping you guys will sign this license. It doesn't expire in the same way a liquor license does, since it's merely a city function. So it's not like they have to reapply to the NABCC type organization because they allowed it to be invalid. We can only hope that they sold no cars in the month of January. I have no record that they did or did not.
Regardless, we need to vote on it, I believe.
Yeah.
I make a motion that we, let's say, approve the, could I?
Used car dealer license.
Car dealer license for Michael Peters doing business as Sunset Motors on 9 Florence Road. It's a motion?
I second that, but didn't that switch over to sell?
The property sold.
Oh, the property,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And then as you're signing that, we have had 2 petitioners come for events in the near term prior to the March meeting. And so I have been asked to see if we could do a special meeting for 2 more special one-day licenses. Whenever you guys are willing. Honestly, the first event that I know the exact date for being the 24th of this month, which would mean that we would have to post it.
It's a one day.
It's a one day. So
Right,
we would have
okay.
to post it 48 hours in advance of that. So assuming that, so it'd be 3 days before the 24th. I don't know what the days of the week are, but so post on
24th
the
is a Sunday.
So then we'd have to post it the middle of that week then, I guess, the Wednesday of that week to,
No, but
in other words, I'm just saying the latest we could possibly do to achieve that. But the real question is there another evening, at least 3 days before that, the 3 of you are willing to come and hear that one and then another one?
well, the 18th is a holiday and the town is closed. That's President's Day.
Yeah.
So it's closed here.
So we could do a week from today, and I can tell those people they have to get the stuff in, or we could do any other day.
What's the other one? One's the
One is Mayor LaChapelle has an event at Flood, which is in the mill building. Float, sorry. Which does present a potential issue Kelly mentioned earlier, given other things that may come up here in a
But
minute.
I'll fill this out tonight and give it to
Okay, all right,
Barbara,
so then
or
that's
give
a
it to
vote.
you to give to Barbara.
Okay, that's neat then. And then the other one is Vincent Corsello, and he didn't tell me the exact date of his event. He said that the ability to get the license would dictate the date of his event, is all he said. And I said I thought that I was already asking for this other one. But he's Corsello's Pizzeria here on the end of, he has some event.
Who's that one there?
Corsello's Butcheria. Which is the meat place up on the end of the street. And I didn't get much information about exactly what the event was. I don't know if he's-
I did not.
Yeah, I didn't.
Well, I'm thinking then it should be one day next week or the 19th. So Ray, I don't know what your schedule's like. So either one day next week, or the 19th, which is a Tuesday night.
As long as I have planning board. And
The 19th
board
next
of
week.
health.
What time does planning board start at?
6.
We would be
This would be
Okay.
done in, yeah.
That's fine.
So if you're, what day is that you're planning board, on the 19th?
Yeah.
Can you find out when the,
Corsello's.
yeah,
All right, I will, let's tentatively say it's the 19th, if that works for Ray and
Ray, does that
Kelly.
work for you?
Yeah, that looks okay.
And then I will confirm that that works for Corsello, and if not, get back to the 2 of you.
I'm sorry, I put it on airplane and it's not doing it. They would be kicking me off the plane by now.
All right, and that, and then the only other thing is, getting ready to send. I have all but finished my request for the 842 additional licenses to go to now.
What is it, an 8
8 all alcohol,
for?
4 wine and malt on premise, and 2 wine and malt off premise. I received an all but application today for our last off premise wine and malt. We have one. The wine and malt is going to be to Kevin, I don't know his last name, who currently is the owner of Captain Jack's, who is in the process to purchase a business that he's going to want that wine and malt for.
Did you tell this to the Butcheria guy?
He did.
Okay. Because I thought he was coming in.
He's interested, but not ready, so he was like, okay, fine, I'm hoping you get the other 2. And so
Okay.
this makes it easier on us than to get the other 2. 'Cause I now have
And right now, we are down to 1 full license.
and I have, in that letter, I don't have it here, I have accounted for every single legislative change license that has ever happened and said where it is and what it is.
Okay.
Down to off the map being closed, but having an interest in that from a new potential tenant there, the barber shop. I told you guys about this, I think. There's a barber shop that wants to go in there and, do like
Yeah, I know about it.
shaves and have whiskey and other things available. So the barbers themselves won't be drinking the whiskey as they shave people,
But the client.
but the patrons may. In the same way, I guess, that they're selling bicycles and drinking whiskey in the old Hugo space in Northampton. It's coming soon. So there's a merging of experiential things happening in the marketplace right now. So that has been discussed and has not yet, of course, come to you, but I advised them how to apply. That's as far as that one has gotten.
Well, the city of Easthampton did give a liquor license to a guitar shop and a massage.
Yes.
We're sort of cutting edge yet.
I was
Yeah.
really amazed at the negative feedback about the bike, on the bike path.
The only thing I will say is Facebook, a very small number can sound very loud.
Oh, I agree, but I was surprised at how many different people put their 2 cents in.
So we can be grateful that it is not ours.
Right, exactly.
Or
Yeah, I
your
didn't see
decision,
anything
I
on
don't think
Facebook, just anyone who looked at me cross-eyed, like, what are you talking about?
so.
Full body.
I didn't see up at Carol's that bike,
The pedal thing, yes.
yeah, that it was parked down in the plaza or something?
Yes, he brought it to the planning meeting.
Yeah.
As he's going for these things and just working the new plan, which in my mayoral capacity, I helped advise what to do. I told him to bring that thing everywhere he could because it was cool.
She said there was signs on it or around it or something?
That doesn't surprise me.
People were saying no, or
Oh, you mean like there was picketing?
not really signs, yeah, I guess so.
You know more than I do then.
Yeah.
I didn't hear a word about how it went.
Yeah. I
So
don't
they
know.
don't have to approve the alcohol
There is
for that
no
kind of
license
bike?
available in in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts for moving liquor.
Huh.
If it moves, it does not apply to this board. It's the quote from Ralph Sacramone
Gotcha.
at the ABCC. Ordinance.
I still think that I would go to city council.
That's where it's going to go.
Yeah.
They're the only people that can do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any other business?
Yeah, here's the, I knew this was coming.
Yeah, I did too.
So I am officially resigning my position effective immediately. Thank you.
Thank you for your service, Jason.
Yes.
for
Thank you.
Thank you.
all the different boards you have sat on. And we hope that you're back on some board.
As soon as I can get my job situation settled, I'll have more time.
And
All right, I make a motion, we don't accept it.
I just want to say thank you for bailing me out as I learned how to do this job a couple times and coming on extra nights and teaching me a lot about this and And on behalf of the city, to the extent I speak for it, thank you very, very much.
Thank you,
From the
my
mayor.
pleasure. Can I make a motion that we close the meeting?
Second that, Rand?
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.